Hello again, rail fans. The third week of 2024 kicked off with a bang once again, with our first train of the week being led by NS 1071, the Jearsy Central Railroad Heritage Unit. NS 1071 carries three of my favorite aspects. One, its paint job. It's in my favorite colors of blue and orange, hence the channel's colors. My second favorite thing about the engine, it's an EMD SD70 ACE, which is my favorite type of locomotive. And my third favorite thing about this locomotive, it's Nathan K5 LLA on top of the locomotive, which just blasted its way through town here. Next up was NS264, a loud shadow in the night with lights on front. is daily intermodal and piggyback traffic to Mechanicsville and AR, Massachusetts, although some nights he can carry auto racks on his tail end. Tonight he is carrying racks. They are loaded and are probably filled with Ford, Nissans, and Jeeps. Two days later, on a snowy afternoon, we would witness 32 once again on a snowy gray afternoon. NS4323 here, our lead unit, was rebuilt from NS-944CW number 9168, rebuilt with new electronics and a new cab and new AC traction motors. Those AC traction motors are serving it well on this cold afternoon. The three units behind the 4322, the 8072, and the 4466 are equipped with AC traction motors, while the -9 behind it is equipped with DC traction motors. Later that night, we're back downtown for 265 to pass through on its way to Binghamton, New York. You might have heard me talking in the background. Well, I was taking a crack at the bat and guessing which SD60E was leading the train. My first answer was the 6965, and I must know my NSD&H SD60s pretty well, because I was spot on. 265 tonight also has a really good crew and gave me and Evan Seymour, two loyal rail fans of the Delaware and Hudson and Norfolk Southern, a friendly blast of the whistle on their way south. Tonight's train also carries piggyback trailers. I've mentioned in past videos that piggyback trailers are not all that common and are always an excitement for a rail fan to get. I said the train was going to Binghamton, New York, but what I really meant to say is that this crew will only take it to Binghamton, New York. The train's actual final destination is Chicago, Illinois 63rd Street Yard. In Binghamton, the train gets recrewed and gets a new set of power as they swap power in Binghamton. The power that's on the train now will likely make it run north, either on 264 or 16R back north. And speaking of 16R, "16R came blasting by at 7:30 in the morning, waking up the quiet town of Bainbridge. 16R today was mostly sandhoppers, empty trash, and auto racks. The auto rack section carries a ton of brand new Canadian Pacific Kansas City auto racks. Canadian Pacific Kansas City is the merger of the Kansas City Southern and the Canadian Pacific. It's like a caged animal looking at me. I feel like I'm at the zoo. He's kind of nuts. Nah. Later that night, I wouldn't be alone as Carter was with me once again to watch southbound train 30T pass below the streetlight across the Walnut Ave Railroad crossing. Tonight's train was being led by NSAC-44C6M number 4100 and SD70ACC number 1814. Both units are part of two different DC to AC programs, meaning that the units were converted from direct current to alternating current traction motors. The 4100 is a part of the AC-44C6M rebuilding process, while the 1814 is part of the SD70ACC rebuilding process. The AC-44C6Ms are done by Wabtec GE and the Altoona shops, while the SD70ACC program has concluded, and that work was done by Progress Rail in Muncie, Indiana. Next up, we would catch our final Heritage Unit, the NS 1068 Erie Heritage Unit. The Erie Heritage Unit up to this point has been on the D&H for over a month. And you know what else is here? The ending of this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you around the bend. God bless. We'll catch you next time.